Hi guys! I just wanted to share with you a couple things I've done and tell you what we're going to do next. I did a couple more of the Teacup coffee cup cuties. I created two more in this style where she just is sitting in the cup and has arms and legs. And I did create them as a box art series, so they have names. We are on H and I. Just look in the box art series playlist. I'm going to move this out of the way for a second. I did these today with stickers, and I used 2 sheets to just get rid of extra stickers I had laying around that I didn't use, and I'd had them for so long. Her arms and her legs are made from scrap papers. So here is Higgy, and this is her back. This here is a little piece that came out of a plastic flower. I kept the center of this one for some reason. It was stuck in a little container I had with some brads, and so I gave her a little tail, and I thought it worked out perfect. And she's holding a little Easter egg, and she says love. This one is Iggy, and she's got a little bird and an Easter egg, and then that's her back. This is a brad. One thing I want to tell you about is her socks are made from photo corners, the kind that go on the edge of photos in a scrapbook or something. Those are photo corners, front and back. This design here is the one with the skirt. This one here is just sitting in a cup. This one is the same bunny style, except that she has a skirt and she holds her cup. And so today what I'm going to do is do her for you. I already have the pieces cut out. I used a box that Cheerios came in that was going to be thrown away for these two and this one. You can't see it anymore because they're covered. And I'm going to use stickers for her body, and I'm going to use scrap paper for her skirt. Okay, and I thought these went really well together. These are stickers I wanted to get rid of. I'm going to try to incorporate these into it, maybe on the cup. And I don't know what her arms are going to be made of yet. Probably a scrap paper that coordinates somehow. But I'm going to do this in fast forward. I may throw a voiceover in when I'm editing the video. But today has been a really hard day to film. I just wanted you to see how you can use stickers and how easy and so cute it turns out. Okay, so let's get started, and I will talk to you guys or play music for you or something. Probably I'll talk to you, but we'll see. All right, let's get started. So I'm throwing a voiceover in, like I said I would. I'm doing the same thing in this video that I did in the previous video, and I made these 2 separate videos because the first video was more geared toward just the body and the stickers with a little bit of decorating. This one I'm going to go all the way through and decorate everything. If you are interested in knowing more about how I created the pattern pieces, refer back to the video a couple back. That's where I made Ellie the elephant. I'm not sure what the title of the video is, but look in the playlist for box art series or Teacup Cuties, and you'll find Ellie the elephant. And this is the book that I shared with you in the last video, where I'm dropping all the extra little scraps that I want to keep from the stickers I'm using if I like them. There's the body front or back, I'm not sure which yet, but when she's through being covered, I'll know which side I like better and which side feels more like the front. It just sort of happens that way. I like these stickers, but when I went to pull them off, I realized it had a border around it. So it was like a frame, a sticker in a frame, and I just took the frame and cut it apart and put it on the ears in different places, and you're seeing as I'm talking, so you know exactly what I'm doing. In the video, Ellie the Elephant, where I talk about pattern pieces, I do not create a bunny pattern. I create an elephant pattern. So if you are wanting to specifically know how to create a bunny pattern, you'll have to let me know. But honestly, if you just look at my video, you'll see the pattern pieces that I show you are so easy and basic that you could make your own very easy. And it doesn't have to be exactly like mine. It could be very close, or your own style, whatever you want, whatever you see as a bunny. I've got a couple more designs in my head. In fact, I had to go to the dentist today, and I've been home about an hour and my gums are killing me. But I have no cavities. I've never had a cavity in my entire life. And I've said that in my videos before when I first started making videos and when I went to the dentist. And I know it's no big deal, but still, I mean, I'm 56 years old and I've never had a cavity. I think that's a pretty good long run, don't you? Anyway, my point was that while I was sitting in the office, I saw a bunny on a shelf that had a cute shape. So I sketched it out on a piece of paper in my purse, and I think I'll try one. And I also saw another little design in a store that I like the shape, so I think I might try that too. We'll see. It won't be in time for Easter, but it'll still be cute. Bunnies are bunnies anytime. Okay, I have to let the glue dry a little bit before I can cut out the little hole in the cup handle. I don't want to put the glue on my mat, even though it'll come off. I don't want to do it. So I'm going to show you a close-up real quick. I'm not going for design of the sticker. I'm going for colors. So I think that's very, very pretty, and I think it's going to be very pretty with her, especially when I get her skirt cut out. So I'm going to go ahead and put her skirt on, and then when we're done with that, that might be dry and we can do the little hole that comes out of the handle. Okay. So I've got a long stretch of fast forward here that I have to fill in. I will try to come up with something to talk about. I'm putting tape on the skirt front and back because I like tape. You know, I like tape and glue together. So after I peel off those little pieces, I'm going to put glue on there too, some glue stick, and then cut out the skirt pieces. I'm trying to think, what else is going on? I went to the dentist, I told you that. Had a good cleaning. I was a little overdue for my cleaning because of moving and then moving back and all the things that were going on. I hadn't been to a dentist. I'm very picky. I'm very picky about who sticks their hands in my mouth. So I didn't go to a dentist while I was gone. There's the front side. And I'm not too far overdue, so it's not too bad. But I'm putting some sticker on her body, and I'm putting her body on her skirt so that she's sandwiched in between her skirt pieces, as we discussed before in the previous video where I forgot to do that with one, but yet I did it with the other. And let's see, after I went to the dentist, I went to Hobby Lobby and I got a few Easter things for the grandkids. Going to mail off a little package to the grandkids. I did not do any shopping for me. I don't need anything. As you can see, I'm using up stuff that I've got that I've had forever and ever and ever. And I said this a minute ago about the coffee cup, and I'm going to reiterate it here, but you see those stickers put together. Isn't that pretty? It's not that you're going to be able to tell what sticker you used, or that you can tell like a design of a sticker. It's just the fact that you're blending stickers and you're coming up with something. It's like creating your own paper. It's just so fun. And I really, really love using stickers. And I said this in the last video. I think I'm going to do it again and use up some more stickers. Could I say stickers any more than I've said stickers already? I don't know. I probably could. Sticker, 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 sticker. I'm doing the other side of the cup. I think I'm letting the skirt dry. I think I got sidetracked. That's the other sheet of stickers I was going to use, the little flowers, and they look good on there. I don't think you're going to be able to see them once I'm done. You don't see the back of the cup at all, but the reason I do the back is just in case a little of it peeks over the side. I want it to be covered, and just in case I leave the cup hanging loose, there might be a time where I actually tie the cup to the body, and you can see front and back. Or in the event that I change my mind and don't like the side I covered, I have a back side to compare and see which one I like, so I have options, and that's why I do it. Now I'm putting on the back skirt piece. There are different ways you can apply the back piece. You can go ahead and cut the shape out and then put it on, but I tend to do it this way so that I cut it exactly where I want it. It's a little hard to cut away from the body up top there, but it works out because I always put something at the waistline, like a piece of trim or lace or something, and you're just not going to see it. You're not going to know. Now I'm trimming the cup again, and I cut out the little hole for the cup handle, and I'm showing you the front and back, or back and front, whichever way it works out. Really like it. So now we've got the arms and the legs to do, and I've got this gold kind of It's not embossed paper, but the paper is raised a little bit. It's been in my scrap bin for a while, so we're going to use that for the arms and legs. I think it'll look really cute. I'm trying to use my scraps. I'm trying to use up stuff, and the more scraps you use, the more scraps you get. And I'm telling you what, I said this in another video. I think I said it in the Ellie Elephant video. You buy a paper pad thinking you're going to make all these wonderful projects with it, and you may, but you're going to have a paper from that pad for the rest of your entire life. You might as well decide you're married to it, because it is never going to go away unless you give it away. I can't use that paper to save my life, no matter how much I use in scraps. But I give it a good go. I need to do a couple scrap journal pages like I do in my scrap journal book. I haven't done one of those in a while. Kind of hung on these Teacup cuties because they're so fun and I'm really enjoying them. And I've said before, I've got a couple more designs in mind that I want to do. I've got a couple rabbits I want to do, and I just talked about that, and a couple other type of creatures that I want to try. Now I'm punching the holes in the arms, and pretty soon I'm going to be talking again, so I get to shut up and stop yakking your ear off. Distress all the edges, and here we go. Okay, you can see I've got her put together, and her cup is ready, and her arms and legs have the holes in it. Now I'm going to find the position of the holes for her arms and legs on here. Oh, and I distressed her. You saw that. So I'm going to do that. I had to take a break because Bailey decided while we were outside to roll in some wet, muddy stuff that stunk really bad. Horribly bad. So my husband's working from home today, and he gave her a bath, and I was the monitor, watch and dry and get towels and all that stuff person. Thank goodness, because she doesn't like getting a bath. So I'm always glad when he does it. So, alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and place all of my stuff, and that's probably good enough right there. I don't know if I can see it with this. I'm using this marker so I can see it. Hopefully. Yeah, I can see it. Okay, I'm going to put the holes in, and then after I do that, I'm going to attach the arms and legs with eyelets. I used the big hole this time, and the big hole is, what is it? I always forget to look. I didn't tell you in the last video because I couldn't read it. It says 3/16, so that's the size eyelet I'm going to use. And let's see, I'll probably use that color. That color, I guess. Could use black, but use this color because this is goldish. And let's see, after I do that, then I'm going to go and find a bunch of embellishments, and then I'm just going to decorate her while y'all watch, and I'll talk to you probably in voiceover about it. Okay? See you in a minute. This is a short clip that goes fast, so I don't have time to say much. But you can see I'm just punching the holes for her arms and her legs. And then I'm going to be attaching the arms and legs with the eyelets. I decided I'm not going to attach the arms yet because I want to put some lace or trim or something on here. And this time I want to do it before I put the arms on. A lot of times I do it after, but this time I'm going to do it before. So she just made a liar of me and said she's not going to put the arms on. So excuse me, but we're not putting the arms on yet. I had forgotten about that part, so we're just putting the legs on first. I'm leaving the arms off because I do want to leave room for lace and things like that instead of having to tuck it under. I'm going to take a bunch of laces and trims that I've got sitting out here and just pick ones I like that I like together, and we're going to glue them onto her skirt. And I've got another long piece of fast forwarding here to do. So I've got to talk. And I don't know what to talk about at the moment. You can tell what I'm doing. Bailey just looked at me like, I know what you could do. It's 4 o'clock actually, so she does need to go outside. It's time for her trip outside to go to the bathroom. And then when she comes in, she gets a dentist stick around 3:30 or 4 in the afternoon. Oh, and I did refer to this a minute ago when I was talking in the video, but I'll talk about it now. She did roll in something the other day that was absolutely just disgusting, and we couldn't do anything. We had to come in the house and go right to the shower. My husband gets in the shower with her with his clothes on and just lets her stand there so that he can spray the water nozzle on her. And she's trapped. She doesn't have any place to go, and it's real convenient to watch her, but she'll stand there and she'll look out the door, the glass door, while I'm standing there with towels and handing shampoo and stuff like that to him. And she looks at me like I'm a traitor. Like, what have you done to me? Why, oh, why? But my gosh, she finds the nastiest place in the yard to roll. And it smelled like mud or something sewery. You know, I don't know what that smell is, and how dogs manage to find it or why they like to roll in it. It just is beyond me. So we've had cows coming in our yard lately. Maybe it was cow manure mixed with mud. I don't know. But the last few weeks, there's been some calves that have been wandering in the yard, coming through the fence. So we've been rounding those up and sending them back through. I say we, actually my neighbors and my husband, and the neighbor that I'm referring to works for a vet, the vet we go to, in fact, and some of her co-workers came over to help that actually know about cows, but they're getting through the fence line through holes, and they're pretty smart. They know where to go, and they crawl right back through. It's just getting them to go. They don't really want to go until they're ready. And the last day or two, there's been some big cows. I mean, big ones. Big ones I wouldn't go mess with. And they were trying to get them to go back through the fence, but I don't know if they ever succeeded. The cow's not out there now, so it's somewhere. They like to come through and just eat the green grass, I guess. I don't know. They've got grass over there, but they just want to come visit. So Bailey must have found a spot that one of them had been and decided to roll, and it was awful. So I've got the laces on. I've attached her arms, and now I'm putting the ribbon on the cup. The Hug Snug, I love that stuff. Y'all already know that. I've talked about that before. And I'm giving her her little sticker face. I'm going to do one on the front and the back, and then clip it together so it's dry, or so it dries at the same time rather than one at a time. And then what am I going to do? I think I'm going to decorate the cup. No, I'm doing her arms. I'm putting the ribbon through. Actually, it's not ribbon. I'm using jute. I changed my mind. I switched over to jute. That's a piece of jute. It's 3-ply, and I'm just tying a knot at the end, running it through the hole, coming through the other hole up the other side, but I'm leaving a little slack in the back so that you can hang her. And I'm just tying another knot, and then I'll trim it off. And then I put a little dab of glue at her armholes so that the jute kind of glues to the eyelet, and there's less chance of the jute sliding through. And a little bit of glue on the ends of the jute so there's not much raveling. Just extra security, you know, not really a necessary thing. And then I found a flower I liked for the front of the cup, and I'm going to put that on after I put on a couple other things. I'm just looking through my stickers and my birds and things that I've got. I decided on the word dreams. I think, yeah, dreams. Mainly because I like the color with the cup and with her skirt. I put that on the bottom. I distressed it a little bit. Gotta hurry. Bailey's up. She wants to go outside. I gotta keep track of her now. And then I saw this little bird, and I thought, oh, I like the bird. I wanted to put the purple one, but it didn't look right. It sort of didn't stand out because of the colors, so I'm putting the yellow one. And I had to trim the beak a little bit because the way the sticker was cut out by the manufacturer didn't look good. It looked round, and I wanted it kind of pointy. So I'm putting the bird on. Then I'm going to put the flower on. And I still haven't ordered any Helmar's 450 quick dry adhesive, which I love. I did look at Hobby Lobby today while I was there to see if they had any in, but they do not. And this is another piece of jute, and I'm taking it apart. Like I said, it was 3 plies, so I'm taking apart all 3 strands. And I'm going to use 2 of them, tie a bow, and put it at her neck. I was debating on the waistline, but I decided at the neck. I just like the jute with the brown. Excuse me. Getting hoarse talking. So now that's glued on, and then I'll tie another one and glue it at her neck as well. I think she turned out really pretty. I like her colors, and I enjoyed working on her. I don't use that flower. I started to try, but it just was too bulky looking. It didn't look right to me. So I decided another piece of jute would work. So that's what I did. I don't know what I'm going to do next until I get there. I'm gluing, oh, I found a flower that I liked that I'm gluing at her neck on top of the jute. These are tiny little flowers and a tiny little brad, and I'm just showing you how I put them together. I distressed them, and then I layered them, and I stuck the brad through, and that's her little socks or the top of her shoe or whatever you want to call it. I call it socks because it's not really her shoe, but it could be called anything you want it to be called. And I'm putting that on the front of her feet, and probably I think I do it on the back too. I don't think I do that part on camera, but I think I do come back and do it on the back. I don't always put stuff on the back, but sometimes I do. And what else? I'm showing you. Oh, I found a flower I wanted to use for her hair, or the top of her head, and I'm distressing it. And I'm going to fold it in half and glue it, but it's not really absolutely in half. The front is a little bit shorter than the back, so the back sticks up a little bit more, and I just like it that way. So I'm going to glue that to her head, and then I have another flower that I'm going to glue in the center. It's a little rose, I think, a little turquoise rose. Yeah, I'm cutting off the wire. Sometimes I leave the wire on and I wrap the wire around a paintbrush and use it on the item I'm using it on also, but I didn't on the top. I do on the bottom though. I think on the cup area I add one. Yep, there. And I'm wrapping the wire around the paintbrush. And I did that in slow motion so you'd see what I'm doing. And then I'm just going to glue it on when I'm ready, wherever I want it. I like the wires. I think they look pretty. It adds a little touch to it. So now I want to put the cup on, but I'm going to use some pop dots because laying the cup on her's not even because of the lace and the arms and everything. So I'm putting the pop dot where I need it. I'm using the negative space because I don't want to waste any of it. And I'm just using wherever is needed to give it a little raise, and then putting glue on. Lots and lots and lots of glue. And then I center it where I want it, and it sits perfectly. Then I'm adding that little flower, and pretty soon I'm going to be talking in the video again, and I can stop talking. So we're back to the video right now. Hey guys, it's the next day, and all I have left to do is finish the back side of this bunny. And I have a piece of ribbon here that I'm going to tie into a bow and put it on her back side where the skirt line is, and glue it down. I think we're going to call it done. I don't think I'm going to put anything else on the back, like flowers or anything like that. I think she's got enough going on. So I think that's what I'm going to do right there. And then we'll be finished. So give me a second to get this on. It takes a while for this to dry, especially with this kind of, let that get down for a minute, especially with this kind of ribbon. Let's see, which way do I want it, that way or that way? The bow looks better on this side. Okay. Need both hands sometimes to squeeze the stuff out. Put a lot of it though. I want it to really stick. I'll put it just above her skirt line so it adheres to the little sticker body area because I want it to stick faster. I think that will work. So let me let that dry for a minute, then I'll come back and I'll show you the front and back of her. Okay? Okay guys, I'm gonna say she's done. Let me show you the front. And we have to name this one. She's the J in the box art series. Let me pull out, where's Higgy and Iggy? Oh, here they are. Okay. I'll drop stuff. Hold on. Okay. I'm not talking to you, Bailey. Bailey thinks I'm talking to her. She looked over at me like, I'm holding on, what? So this is Higgy and Iggy, and they're created with boxes, so they're part of the box art series. They are not part of the Misfit series because I didn't create them in the Misfit form, which is sort of a sketch out and use whatever you get and put it together in some way. This was more planned, okay? So this one is the J in the box art series. Here's the back. I think she's just adorable, and it shows what you can do with stickers. These are stickers that I have had for 20 years, and I'm not lying to you. If I could find the receipts, I would show them to you. I've had these for so long. When I lived in Gatlinburg, we had a store, and it's still there. There's a store called Your Scrapbook Superstore, and you could probably find it online, although at the time their website presence was very, compared to what they had, their presence was small. They didn't have a great website. They may now, I don't know, I haven't looked online in a long time at their website, because I don't order from them online. If I ever go over to Gatlinburg for any reason, we have business over there, I'll go to their store, but I rarely go. But next to their store, in the next little store over, was a clearance center, and they put all their stuff in there that they were going to put on clearance, and it was jam-packed full. So I loved going over there because not only did you get this huge store of scrapbook supplies of things I bought that things I would never do, scrapbooking I would never do. The Scrapbook Superstore had a clearance center, which was huge. Then later, they moved the clearance center further down in the strip mall to a bigger store area and continued their clearance center. So you can even imagine, I mean, it was like heaven going over there. It was an all-day thing for me. And I just lived right up the road. I lived in Gatlinburg, and they were in Pigeon Forge. So, haven't been there in a long time, and it's just as well because I don't need anything. I still have the stuff I bought 20 years ago, so we need to use that stuff. So my whole point was to say that this is stuff I've had for a long time. These stickers here that I used, and these little round thingies, I don't know how long I've had them, but I've had them a long time. So that's what I've done with them. So that's Jay. What's her name? Oh, I know what her name is. I thought of it last night while I was in bed. I can hardly go to sleep at night sometimes thinking of stuff. Her name is Jinka. Jinka. That's her name, Jinka. Okay? I don't know why. I just like it. And I've already signed the back. Just like I like Higgy and Iggy. I used to have a dog named Ziggy. He was a cool dog. Let me put her name over here. I have to use a white pen because I can't write on this paper here. So her name is Jinka. I may have to rewrite that, but for now. Okay, guys, so let's move all this stuff aside. And let's pull this up. Give y'all a little bit better look, hopefully. Higgy, Iggy, and Jinka. Okay, let me come in closer. I think that's too close. Yep, too close. Back up just a little bit. There, that's probably good enough. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see you again soon for the next video. I will be continuing making some things like this without filming. I have a couple more designs I want to draw up and try, and when I do them, I'll share them with you. And then if I like them well enough, I'll do a video of it, okay? All right, hope you guys have a great day. See you later. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.